Imagine you are taking a break after a long day at work. You have prepared your favorite dessert and the coffee maker is telling you that the drink you were waiting for is ready. You lean back on the couch, kick off your shoes, turn on the TV, and before you even think to look for your favorite program, you hear a news item that chills you to the bone. Welcome to this channel, where, as usual, we explore the most exciting hypothetical scenarios in the world and nature. Today we are going to talk about an apocalyptic scenario that, although it has very little chance of happening, could surely leave our hair standing on end, besides making us reflect on the vulnerability of our coasts and the relentless force of nature. Imagine this: a mega tsunami forms far out in the Atlantic Ocean and heads straight for you. What would happen? How would it affect cities, people, and the environment? Join us on this journey as we unravel the mysteries behind this devastating phenomenon. Have you ever wondered what would happen if a mega tsunami hit the east coast of the United States? We're not talking about a simple high swell or storm surge, or even an average tsunami, which is already devastating. We are talking about a gigantic wave, a wall of water rising from the depths of the ocean and rushing toward land with unimaginable force. Are you ready to dive into this apocalyptic story? First of all, you need to understand how a tsunami is formed. Unlike regular waves, which are caused by wind and gravity exerted by the moon on ocean waters, tsunamis are generated by seismic movements at the bottom of the ocean. When two tectonic plates collide or slide over each other, they release a colossal amount of energy. This energy propagates through the water, creating a shock wave that becomes a tsunami when it reaches shallower waters near the coast. So how do mega tsunamis form? Unlike tsunamis, mega tsunamis are formed by the collision of a huge body, such as a meteorite, with the surface of the water. Imagine that somewhere in the Atlantic you see in the distance a meteorite impacting the surface of the sea. The energy released spreads indiscriminately through the ocean, forming a gigantic wave 1,000 meters high, bigger than you have ever seen. Even from a distance, you can see its majesty. As it approaches the east coast of the United States, the wave grows in all directions. Its height increases, making even a skyscraper look small, and its speed becomes terrifying. In addition, its movement generates smaller waves, relatively, because these small waves reach hundreds of meters. Coastal cities like New York, Miami, Boston, Philadelphia, and Washington are on its path. People are running, but there is nowhere to run. There is no escape. Buildings begin to shake, and only a few birds are seen fleeing in the opposite direction to the coast, knowing that this can mean only one thing: that the rest of the birds and land animals are already far away, as they began to flee hours ago. Nature is unleashed and most people are simply stunned. The mega tsunami hits the coast with an unimaginable force and a speed of about 900 kilometers per hour. It sweeps away everything in its path, from solidly constructed buildings to the destruction of roads, and even entire forest cities are submerged under hundreds of thousands of cubic meters. Communication systems collapse, while the population struggles to survive by clinging to anything that can float or by seeking high ground to escape the flooding. To make matters worse, emergency services are unable to act until the tsunami has stopped. The consequences are catastrophic: loss of life, massive displacement to urban areas, water pollution, and irreparable damage to the ecosystem. And the survivors? Most likely they are on top of a skyscraper waiting for rescue by an emergency group. Although this scenario is hypothetical, it reminds us that we must be prepared to face any natural disaster. Science and technology help us to understand and prevent these events, but we must also take care of our planet and respect its power. So the next time you are on the beach, looking at the horizon, remember that nature is beautiful but also unforgiving. We never know what she may have in store for us. See you next time, explorer.